So you're welcome back again today. Today is another beautiful day, all right. Before we go very far, first of all, let us interlude will come. That's a prelude. Okay, we have a prelude here today. So let us look at. There was a particular example that. That I explained wrongly yesterday, just a minor error, right? But then I will correct it before we go and start today's presentation. So under yesterday's presentation, well, that was subject verb, that's grammatical concord, subject verb agreement, rule 2, examples 9.5. Let me put it that way. Examples 9.5. Okay, so examples 9.5. Okay, so that example says, okay, that's what we are going to correct. But before we go to that, let me just see. Gradually, I think we have today's example is the last examples for this particular category of S2 takes V2. So from here we are going to look at the exceptional cases. Okay, there are actually some grammar that defy the rule. Okay, so why do they defy the rule? That is very, very interesting, you know. By the time we do it, you will see. So when we say S2 takes V2, you discover that there are some structure that will look like S2, but then they are S1. Oh, you see. Okay, let me. So you see. So that is what the next topic we are going to pick. So under that, we shall look at some examples. So and we are going to look at some examples. So let me put it in some other way, in another language. But I believe as we are doing this presentation, you are really enjoying it. So keep on following, liking, and sharing. So let me put it in another language. So gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ṣe ń sọ lọ tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní gbogbo tá à ń sọ ní òyìnbó tá à ń látijọ́ yìí, ẹ rí wípé a sọ̀rọ̀ nípa S1 takes V1 àdẹ̀bọ́ sórí S2 takes V2. So gbogbo tá a ṣe ní ìsìn láti ìgbà tá a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kinní yẹn ó ti di ọgọ́rin torí lójoojúmọ́ tá a bá ti appear níbi mẹ́jọ la máa mú, a sì ti mú mẹ́jọ lọ́nà mẹ́wàá, ó ti di ọgọ́rin báyìí. So n tó kàn ṣẹlẹ̀, so ní tá a bá ti parí ọgọ́rin báyìí nísìn, a máa bọ́ sórí àwọn nǹkan tí à ń pè ní exceptional cases, àwọn cases tó jẹ́ wípé ní ó dàbí ẹni pé S2 take V2 ni, ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá wò ó dáadáa kì í ṣe S2 ló ń take V2. Àwọn òfin kan tún wà níbẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé àwọn òfin S2 take V2, àwọn sentences kan wà tó jẹ́ pé ní wọn bá yẹn lọ, but wọ́n jọ ẹ mọ̀ wípé ó yẹ kó jẹ́ pé S2 ló ń take V2 níbí, ṣùgbọ́n ẹ wà rí i pé ní S2 wà ní take V2 níbẹ̀. Ìdí tí òfin take V2 ẹ mọ̀ rí ìyẹn là ń pè ní exceptional cases. So àti ṣe ọgọ́rin báyìí, which is 80. Okay, a wá bọ́ sórí exceptional cases ká sì tún wá pick àwọn grammatical rule míì. So as I said, we have already concluded. Altogether, we have treated 80. By the end of we have treated 80 examples. By the time we post today's videos, we must have treated 80 examples of S2 takes V2. But then let me go to yesterday's mistake and correct it. Okay. There's what we call slip of tongue. What happened yesterday was actually a slip of tongue, but when I played the video, I discovered that, so this is what I said. So let me correct it before people start writing it and then saying, okay, so how can the example I made yesterday, the mistake I made yesterday was instead of saying S2 takes V2, I said V2 takes V2. So you see, so let us go to that S subject verb agreement rule 2 examples 9.5. So examples 9.5. So under that we have example 5 says our guests leave today. Our guests leave today. That was the example. That was the example yesterday. Our guests leave today. Okay. So under that you underline our guests. When you underline our guests, your arrow points downward in the second line, and in the third line you write your S2. So our guest becomes our S2. So that was a mistake I made yesterday. I said our guest was V2. Okay, so our guest becomes our S2. So we have the structure live today. After that, we have the structure live today. Under the structure live today, you underline leave, and when you underline leave, you point the arrow downward, and then in the third line you write your V2. So leave becomes our V2. Okay, so leave becomes our V2. That was so it is therefore wrong of you to say our guests, plural. Okay, it is wrong of you to say our guests leaves today. If you say that, it means your S2 has taken V1. If you say that, it means your S2 has taken V1. Therefore, the correct form is our guests leave today. So that is the mistake we made yesterday. So let us go on a 2 seconds break, and when we come, we pick 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we break. All right.